Today we've come together to build a sukkah in memory of our beloved friend Natan.
When was the first time, when did you go to his Shabbos for the first time? Like, what was the memory of that?
In Kita Shabbos, I don't remember. I used to go to his house, we met every single day.
Oh my God, I remember I used to order for him nuggets when he came back from the army. And I used to order him 24 like for me and him. And then by the time I get there, I'd be like, Natan, let's eat the music. Oh, I thought they were all for me.
Natan, we're building a sukkah for you.
And we're thinking of you that you wouldn't have helped us. So anyways, it's just like normal.
Natan, he loved his country so much, and he was so proud to fight for his country, and he loved what he was doing.
For his friends, he was a bit of a role model of a soldier. Like, sometimes things are a bit hard and a bit rough, and you miss home and you miss your friends, and Natan was a great example for keeping in mind why you're doing what you're doing and knowing that it's important.
Kind of gave him just the purpose he was always looking for, and he just devoted everything and every drop he had into his service and to helping his people.
If he loves something with someone, he will do everything for them.
Like, no matter what the time is and no matter how he feels, nothing matter except the person they love.
He really knew himself. He had real depth, he had real social awareness, and he really knew himself. He knew who he was, he knew what he wanted from life. And I mean, it's more than any of us could say at that age, I think.
Okay, what was one thing that made Natan like who he was, distinctively him? Like one thing that's like, you think back on it now and you're like, yeah, that's so Natan, that's exactly who he was.
I was going to say, it's definitely his smile. I think everyone here thought his smile.
Yeah, the smile.
Like such a smug smile.
The smile is definitely...
In every situation as well. It's like, no matter what you're going to say to him, you just give it a smile, then everything will be fine as well.
He's the type of guy that, walks into the room and, like, he just has this devious smile and
Everybody
already
looks
know
at
that.
him when he enters.
You already know that he did something hella suspicious, but like, he's not going to tell you
He
about
always
it.
did like he was up to something, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
Like he'd be just going to the kitchen, he'd be like, what have you done?
No, but also like his bike is a big one.
Yeah.
Like when I think of Natan now, I'm like, I imagine him on his bike, pulling a wheelie, like messing around.
Walked a day in his life.
I honestly cannot believe we're here. Like a year ago, if you tell me we'd be here.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Change of reality, but we're all here together. It's a good thing.
I'm Natan Rosenfeld's cousin, but more than that, he was my bestest friend. I said in my speech when I spoke at his funeral that he was a form of an iron dome for me. He always protected me, made sure that I was always good and always in a good way. And the second he worried that I wasn't, he'd make sure that he'd stop everything and anything just to make sure that I was okay. He had this depth to him, this way of life. He was wise beyond his years. It's almost like he knew that he had less time and he had this desire to learn and talk to people and meet new people.
We started dating when around 15, at around that age. I have lots of memories with him. We were together for almost 2 years. He taught me, he just showed me a different life that I never knew before.
I'm a commander in the Search and Rescue Brigade, and me and Natan always dreamed of going to commander's course together. At the end of commander's course, you receive a shirt with your name on the back, and it says commander, and we always dreamed of taking our photo together, and unfortunately he never got his, but I remember very strongly at the funeral giving him my shirt, which I really strongly believe is his shirt too.
Losing a best friend, and I mean, first of all, it's something that you just can't expect ever. I mean, it's something that you just can't be ready for it.
We did everything together, like my best friend. It's hard to describe a feeling. Like emptiness. That's it.
I get a call from my mum and I pick up so excitedly, and she asked me how she is, and I can hear this crack in my voice. And I said, what's wrong? And just before she could get any words out, she just broke down into tears and she just said Natan's name, and straight away I knew.
And my dad called me and he told me Natan passed this morning. And you hear that, and at first I remember, I think I even smiled for a second. I was like, like you're joking. What do you mean? In that moment where you find out that you've lost a friend, everything shifts. Your whole perspective on life changes in an instant.
That moment that I saw my friends, I realized there's no way we're gonna go through it without each other. And I'm glad I have them.
He died doing something that he believed in, and he died doing something that he was proud of. And finally, I felt this feeling inside that people were going to finally realize what a real hero he really was. I think there's this weird gift in the fact that we get to now remind people that we're lucky. You know, we're lucky with all the hardship to live in this country, and we're lucky to be able to serve, and we're lucky to be surrounded by the people that we're around. And even though we're living in a time in our lives that it's hard to be Jewish, and sometimes people even see it as something to be scared about, it's moments like this that you see people like Natan and you realize how lucky we are.
Natan means gave, and Natan Israel means gave to Israel. Natan Israel, Natan Kol Am Israel, you know? Gave everything that he had to the people of Israel.
I think my biggest memory in Natan, and I actually think that kind of does correlate to Sukkot in a sense. The idea of being together as family, the idea of being with one another and not needing the materialistic things of being in a home and having air conditioning and having warm food. It's just being together, and it doesn't matter where you are. But my strongest memory of Natan is that every time I'd open the door to him, his arms were already open. And I think that's the biggest thing that I take from him to this day, is that his arms were already open when I'd open the door. He was always ready for that hug. So with all the pain that I felt the same day, I also felt this weird immense strength and pride that I get to be able to call him my best friend. And he's my best friend now, and he'll always be my best friend, and he'll be in everything I do till the day that I am no longer here.